welcome to another edition of Access Central. This is my show. I'm very opinionated, and I hope you are too. If you want your opinion aired, please feel free to call 631-440-6012, 631-440-6012, and I'll put your phone calls on the air. Okay, what do we talk about today? Well, I haven't gotten many phone calls, so I don't have much to respond to, but I still have plenty to talk about. First thing, let's see. I made a couple of notes here. Let's talk about credit scores. Where did they come up with this? I mean, we already are numbers, right? Everybody's a Social Security number, but that's not good enough. Now we have to have a credit score too. And what bothers me about credit scores is, I mean, first of all, you have to pay for, for finding out what your credit score is. So it's some big secret to you. You know, it's your number, but it's a secret to you until you pay. I think once a year you're allowed to get it for free, but come on. I mean, if it's that important, and not only does it determine your credit percentage or rate that you get, but it also, everybody's checking it now. Your employer, your landlord, and it's a vicious cycle because if you can't get a job, then you can't get a good credit score because you're not making money. And if you're not making money, you can't get a job. You know, it's a vicious cycle. So I think it's a scam. I really am against it. I think, it's just an invention that, again, controls the people. I'm pretty upset with it. So what do you think? 631-440-6012. And let me know what you think about credit scores. All right. Another thing that bothers me, I'll be quick about this one, but whenever you fly on an airplane, and then they tell you to turn off all electronic equipment on takeoff and landing. And of course, they don't want you using cell phones at all. And I was always told that it was due to the fact that it can cause interference with the navigation system. And everyone, well, not everyone, but a lot of people I talk to say, no, that's not true. So I want to know, then why do they tell you to turn off these electronic devices if they don't cause interference? I mean, they just do it for fun. I mean, do these people tell me it's not true? Do they know more than the engineers at the FAA and the FCC? People think, oh, well, only electronic equipment that emits, radio waves. But, believe it or not, they all do. If you don't believe it, you can turn on any AM radio and then turn on, to a station that doesn't exist, make it, silent. And then turn on an electronic device, whether it be a video camera or even a pocket calculator or anything like that, and put it near the radio, and you'll hear the interference. You'll hear the actual, radio frequency coming out of that device. So, I don't know. Does it really cause interference? Maybe there's a slight chance, and they're just being overcautious. But what upsets me is the people who just disregard it and think, oh well, they're above the rules. They can do it anyway. And if they're putting the plane at risk, even at the slightest bit, I think that's pretty more than selfish. It's to think that they're above the law and the rules and they can do whatever they want and it doesn't matter if, they're putting the whole plane at risk. I don't know, it bothers me. But, all right, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. You tell me. 631-440-6012. Let me know. Is it really a safety issue? Why do they tell people to turn off the electronic devices during takeoff and landing if it's not for interference of the navigation system? I'd like to know that. I can't really find an answer on the internet, so I don't know. You tell me. All right. Enough of that one. What other topics do I have here? How about, well, I don't want to talk about global warming. Some people think it's real, some people think it's not. I just heard about the another glacier that's gone from the Glacier National Park, and out of 125, I think there's 25 of them left. Whatever. Basically, even if global warming doesn't exist, how about just the smog? How about the fact that it's bad for your lungs? Huh? How about that? And it's frustrating because I think we do have the technology to solve all these problems. I mean, think about it. If every house had a solar panel on it, all right, and every house drove, or every family drove an electric car, guess what? We wouldn't have any problems. No pollution, and no problems trying to generate electricity because each house would almost sustain itself, pretty much. We'd cut the electricity by, more than half, I'm sure. And if you don't need gas for your car anymore, I mean, that could save you, think about it now, over 10 years, I don't know, thousands and thousands of dollars in gasoline. So, even if an electric car costs a little more, you save in the long run from not having to buy gas. And, people go, oh, electric cars, this is unreliable, blah, blah, I think they're amazing. They have no transmission, 100% torque all the time. All right, so the pickup is unbelievable. There's a company called Tesla Motors. They make an electric car that goes from 0 to 60 in less than 4 seconds. And the charge lasts up to 300 miles. So I think it's amazing. I think electric cars are the way to go. What do you think, though? 631-440-6012. I'd like to hear what you think about electric cars and solar panels and all that stuff. All right, just to break it up, I'm going to show a quick music video. Like I said in all my other shows, that I enjoy music by independent artists. That means they're not signed by major labels. And this one is a local band from, artist, I should say, from Long Island. Her name is Ann Regina. And I happen to have shot this video, so I'm kind of proud of it. And it's called The Right Place at the Right Time by Ann Regina.
That's when I saw you. Nothing has felt so right. Could this be the right place at the right time? Could this be the reason why I'm here right now? Is this the moment where everything changes? Tell me, could this be the right place at the right time? Ooh, the right place at the right time. Ooh, yeah. We talked for hours about everything and nothing. You told me your dreams, I told you mine. We never noticed the nighttime and falling. Tell me, could this be love? Could this be right place at the right time? Could this be the reason why I'm here right now? Is this the moment where everything changes? Tell me, could this be the right place at the right time? We were both living separate lives under the same sky. We were meant to meet each other just a matter of time. Now you're everything I never dreamed you would be. Are all the stars in line? Could this be the right place at the right time? Could this be the reason why I'm here right now? Is this the moment where everything changes? Tell me, could this be the right place at the right time? Right place at the right time. Could this be the reason why I'm here right now? Is this the moment where everything changes? Tell me, could this be the right place at the right time? Right place at the right time. The reason why I'm here right now. Is this the moment where everything changes? Tell me, could this be?
Okay, that was The Right Place at the Right Time by Ann Regina. What did you think? 631-440-6012. I guess you can find out more about her at annregina.com. Find out about who she is and her music background and all that stuff. Okay, let's move on. More topics here. Let's see now. I know English is the major language spoken in the United States, but how many people actually know that the United States does not have an official language? It's true. We don't have an official language. So, you know, when people say speak the language, what is the language? English is the official language of England. It's even the official language, or one of them, in Canada, but not here. So I find it kind of strange that people say speak the language. Like Puerto Rico is a commonwealth, I guess, of the United States, and their official language, one of them, is Spanish. So, not that I'm saying Spanish should be one of the official languages of the United States, but if we don't have any, then again, what is the language? I don't understand what the language is. You can't just assume it's English. And for people who think, oh, well, you come here and you have to learn English, I mean, how about the people who came here before the Europeans? The language was, Native American, Indian, whatever you want to call it, languages. And no one bothered to learn those and that was the predominant language here at the time. So, you know what? I think what the problem is really with Spanish is most people are just too lazy to learn it. Most people don't want to be bilingual. It takes a lot of time and effort to learn a language, and when people see like a sign or they hear people speaking Spanish and they can't understand it, I guess that I don't know. It makes them uneasy. It makes them uncomfortable. They don't know, what they're talking about or what it says, and I think that's really the problem. Why people don't like Spanish being spoken in this country. Well, not everybody, but some people are uncomfortable with it. Well, again, what do you think? I don't speak Spanish myself, so I don't have a problem with it. Personally, I am bilingual. I can speak German fluently, but too bad I don't have the chance to use it much in the United States. But it's great in Europe when I go. What do you think about Spanish or being bilingual or not being bilingual? Tell me what you think. 631-440-6012. Okay. What I'd like to do now is show you a review of an app for the iPhone and the iTouch, and I guess for now the iPad too. This is a game I found online. There's so many apps now that it's really hard to go through them all and figure out which ones are good. So that's why I figured I'd show you this one. It's called Finger Dancer, and here's the review.
Finger Dancer is a challenging game that's going to test your reflexes and even your memory a little bit. So you can go into the instructions if you would like. Let's take a look at the options. They're very simple, basically sound effects and instructions on start. So if I don't want to view instructions anymore, I can turn that off. I can also tap on the right-hand side here to choose different difficulties. I can view my high scores, which are integrated, so there are lots of ways for you to compete and, of course, rank up against your friends. So let's go back to the game and hit new game. So here we have pause and our menu up here. We have our lives and our level. We have our score. And then it tells us what we're to do with these circles. The outline circles you simply tap. The filled circles you hold until the timer goes away. There's a timer that will rotate around, and once that goes away, then we can let go. So the game starts out a little slow. It's going a lot faster than I remember it last time. Maybe I accidentally put it on a difficulty I didn't expect to. Sometimes they have timers already around them. Oh, there I died. It's awfully hard to do this and demo it at the same time, but I got a score of 488 and it went ahead and submitted that online for me. I can go ahead and start again. Hey, look, I was on beginner. For some reason, it was just much more difficult than I remember it being the first couple of times that I played. So, new game again, just to take another look. We've got the hollow circles that need to be tapped. Sometimes they come with a timer around them, so if we don't hit them in a certain amount of time, we lose a life. Same goes with these. These solid ones, if we don't hold them down long enough, we will lose a life, and that's not good. Obviously, the longer we last with our lives, the more points we're going to get, and the further we can get on with the levels. So as you can see, it is a multi-touch game that requires both of your fingers, so it is a little challenging. Definitely going to test your reflexes. Wow, it's going insane now. Oops. 1 life left. But I have beat my old score already. Oh, I always hold too long on those. So 650 is my score this time. Still not the best, but nonetheless better than I did last time. So definitely a fun game called Finger Dancer. It's 99 cents. It's definitely going to require your attention. So if you need something just to kind of take your mind off of the day, this is a great game for that. It's definitely going to require a little bit of your attentiveness to play it and actually score. It's not going to be too hard to beat my score, but it will be difficult for you to beat some of these scores that are already online.
Some people think certain things are facts, and other people think other things are facts, and there is only one set of facts. And a lot of people are confused about that, I think. I mean, to this day, people think that, you know, there are people who think, for example, the WMD that Bush was looking for was moved to another country, which is complete nonsense. You know, things like that. It's like they still believe in this stuff. You know, how they can't make up their own facts. There were no WMD. We know that now. How could anybody, you know, say they did exist and we didn't find them yet? I mean, we found Saddam in a little tiny hole, right? I mean, come on. If they were WMD, we would have found them by now. They don't exist. You know, and then they come up, you know, again with these crazy, you know, so-called facts, quote unquote. I hate when people do that, but I just did it. Anyway, like for example, oh yeah, Obama was born in Kenya. Are you kidding me? He was born in Hawaii. Everybody knows that. How could you say any different? A fact is a fact. If you want to prove it wrong, then go to Kenya. Show me a birth certificate from Kenya, you know, that says he was born there. You know, everybody demands to see Obama's birth certificate from Hawaii. Well, it's been shown twice, and that's still not good enough. But he wouldn't be sitting in office right now unless he was born in Hawaii. So what is with this nonsense? Why do people insist on facts that aren't facts? What is going on? And that's really what's tearing the country apart is, you know, I don't know, what do you call it? Misinformation? Ignorance? I don't know. What do you think? 631-440-6012. I think it's pretty scary out there what people are thinking. As, you know, I mean, if you have an opinion, you know, fine, but a fact is a fact. So if you think he wasn't born in Hawaii, you know, prove it. Go get a birth certificate from Kenya and show me. Otherwise, you know, take the real facts. But, you know, all right. What else bothers me? I don't know. Every time I turn on the TV or the radio or whatever, I'm hearing more nonsense from Republicans. And, you know, that they say the Democratic Party is, you know, all for themselves. And it's, you know, it's the exact opposite. I mean, some of the Democrats voted against health care, but none of the Republicans voted for it. So who's crossing lines and you know, who's all for the party? I think they're accusing the Democrats of stuff that they're really guilty of themselves. Drives me crazy. But, you know, I think as long as they dress up nice in suits and they have perfect haircuts and, you know, they speak very confidently, then people believe them. And that's, you know, there's more to it than that, I think. But that's what Republicans normally do. and these Rush Limbaugh people and what's that guy's name? Glenn Beck and all these. I mean, don't you realize they make money by saying things that are outrageous on the air? They make money doing that. They might not even believe what they say. They're just making money. They're not facts. These are opinions. And that's another problem with the media nowadays, is everything's turning into opinions, and we don't even know what facts are anymore. Opinions turn into facts in people's minds. It's got to stop. We need to know what the truth is, and we need to know, of course you can have a conspiracy theory, of course you can dispute the facts, but you're going to have to back it up with evidence somehow. So, again, what do you think about all this? 631-440-6012. I really think the Republicans hate Obama so much, that they will be against anything he is for. Because no matter what he comes up with, no matter what policy he has, Republicans say no to it. And that's kind of why they are turning into the, party of no, as they're starting to become known as now. Think about it. I mean, of course the health care issue, not one Republican wanted it, which is absolutely ridiculous because to call it socialism is just nonsense. Every free country in the world has socialized medicine. But beyond that, now Obama, he wanted to drill offshore for oil. And some Republicans didn't even like that idea. And I thought that's what they wanted. And just because it came from Obama, now all of a sudden they don't like it, right? So I think it's a lot more to do with the man itself. They have hatred for the man and not for his ideas. Anything that guy comes up with, they will just not like. And that's pretty scary. All right, I think I'm running out of time. 631-440-6012. I want to thank you again for watching, and please, if you have an opinion, I'd love to hear it. Just give me a call. And I hope again that you'll watch next week, same time, Tuesday, 10 o'clock, Channel 20, right here. And I'll be back with even more opinions. Take care.